Hey guys, it's your guy in the chair here, and look, this is my review for Polite Society, starring Ritu Arya, Priya Kansara, Nimra Bucha, and was directed by Nida Manzoor. And our story follows this young girl who is trying to prevent the wedding of her sister, who she believes is about to marry one of the worst guys in the world, and her mom, or him and his mom, are up to something very evil. So she's planning to pull off one of the biggest wedding heists in the world and essentially prevent her sister from making what she believes is a very big mistake. Best way I can describe the plot. And while I will say this, I had high hopes for this film only because, well, while the trailers weren't like the very best to me, I thought the reviews were going crazy, so I thought this movie was going to knock me off my socks and just absolutely blow me away. While it didn't do that, I will say this: the two main actresses in the film, Priya Kansara and Ritu Arya, were absolute standouts. I absolutely adored their performance. Priya Kansara especially. She was very fun, she was very delightful, and her energy was just contagious in the sense that the more fun she was having on screen, the more fun you were having in theaters. And Ritu Arya, she's from Umbrella Academy. I absolutely adore her, so I knew I was going to have a good time watching her character. She's absolutely amazing. I'll say this: the way that the trailers describe this movie to me, I thought that like they were just living in this world of where, you know, everybody knew martial arts and they were fighting for some whatever reason. I gotta be real with you. Maybe I missed this in the film, but truthfully, other than the fact that I like the girls, the Priya Kansara, her character's like main goal in life is to be a stunt woman, and so I understand why she needs to know martial arts or why she knows these tactics. But truthfully, there's really no explanation as to why everybody knows Kung Fu, or not everybody, but certain characters know how to fight and do certain things that they know how to do that honestly they really shouldn't know how to do, like especially the evil people, but I'll get to them in a second. Like I don't know, I feel like that just the fact that they knew how to do like certain Kung Fu moves, like where all that training came from, I'm not necessarily sure why they needed to do so. I mean, she's learning karate at school, but it's like, what are you really, what are you guys trying to teach these girls to do? Like I think I completely missed why this movie is called Polite Society in the first place. But look, other than that, the performances by the two main actresses I absolutely love. That was my favorite part of the film. As far as everything else goes, I'll say this: the only other actress that I actually had any sort of joy for or any sort of relation to is Ella Bruchellari. She played one of the other friends of Priya Kansara's character. She was really good in the film, but her other friend, played by Sarfina Beh, yeah, I got to keep looking at my laptop for a lot of these names because I'm getting stunted. Look, the other characters, I'll just say this: I really had no. I just had no feeling for any of the other characters whatsoever. Like, I saw what they were going for, and honestly, you've seen this movie before where a young girl's wild imaginations just run so wild. She brings her friends into whatever she's doing to prevent something from happening. You've seen a movie like this before, and honestly, while it is good to see representation on screen, because I know that's what a majority of this film is about, you know, other cultures being represented, and that's all well and fine. Like Sarfina Beh's character, I couldn't understand her accent whatsoever. Maybe that was just me. Her accent was dumb thick, and I could not understand a word she was saying after a while. Didn't really enjoy her character. Now, as far as the villains go, Nimra Bucha, she played in Miss Marvel. She was my least favorite part of that show, and honestly, once her character was gone from that show, I had so much more fun with Miss Marvel after the fact. I ended up loving Miss Marvel, but I promise you, she was Nimra Bucha, the mom. She was the kid's mom. However, I'm going to describe that. The kid's mom, who was the villain in the series, she was absolutely terrible. And in this film herself, I'm not necessarily sure what it is about this actress. I just don't like her as a villain. I'm not sure what it is about her. There's nothing in me that like makes me convinced that she's a very good villain. She just comes off as very annoying, just very, I don't know. I don't know what it is about. She just rubs me the wrong way. I'm not necessarily a fan of her at all. Like, I just didn't enjoy her in this film. Not to say she did, like, a very bad job at all. Well, whoever picked her wardrobe out in the film needs to do a lot of reconsidering on that, because I don't know who dressed her in this film. But other than that, I mean, like, she didn't necessarily do a bad job. It's just, for me, personally, I do not like her as an actress. I don't think she's a very good villain. And honestly, I feel like they just keep putting her in the same roles over and over and over. They never really, like, do anything new with this actress at all. She literally plays the same person in all her different projects. And so that kind of just negated the film for me. Like I said, I was expecting it to be a little more entertaining than it was. It's not a bad film in the sense at all. It's, like I said, who's doing most of the backpacking are the two main actresses in the film themselves. Other than that, the rest of the movie kind of just follows a lot of adventure movie cliches, and it really just plays out amongst a very cliche plot that, I'm not even gonna lie to you, it's very dumb what they're like what the villains' motives are in this film. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's pretty dumb. I don't know where it's creative. It's definitely out of the box thinking, but it's just very dumb. I've never heard of this plot to be done before at all. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, of course, but I've just never seen this concept done in a movie before. I don't know where they came up with that, but that was kind of just a dumb plot armor for me. I don't know, but look, overall, guys, Polite Society it's a good time at the theater. I'm not necessarily sure how much of a good time you're going to have. Like I said, this movie follows a lot of cliches. It tries to be funny in some areas, falls flat. I only enjoyed really Ritu Arya and Priya Kansara. I enjoyed those two a lot. There was not much that they did that I didn't like. There was actually nothing they did that I didn't like. But other than that, all the other characters kind of just play their role, follow the cliche, and they deliver a very average movie. And so for all those reasons and so much more, I'm going to give Polite Society a 3 out of 5 stars. All right, so Polite Society, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Look, be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff and so much more, guys. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. This is your guy in the chair. More content coming to you soon.